Hello, and welcome to the Good Vibes Lifestyle, happening every Thursday at 3 o'clock Eastern Time. I was a little bit late today, but I know you forgive me because I forgive myself. I actually am in participating in a online class on publicity, and I'm had to run away from that and get here to do this today. So I'm glad you are watching. And if you are, you can make comments and say hello and, ask questions or participate in any way that you would like to. So, Good Vibes TV, this is the best place to get to all of the things that I offer is just go to www.good-vibes.tv and you will find the show. So, Good Vibes, what is it all about? I'm starting a movement, the Good Vibes lifestyle. And what does that mean? That means living in the higher vibe zones, meaning the emotions of love, peace, gratitude, uh, all the good stuff, everything that's related to love, versus living in the lower vibes, which are all related to fear, basically fear, anger, hate. Really, the truth is, out of a scale of 1,000 points, the majority of people, almost 80% of the people, are vibrating at 200 and lower on that scale. And this is the map of consciousness scale. So, it is really important to be aware of where you're vibing. What emotions are you feeling? What vibrations are you putting out there? Because what you put out is what you get back times three or better. So this is just how it works. And so it's important to pay attention to where you're vibrating at because that's going to determine what kind of life you create for yourself. So, with the Good Vibes lifestyle, I like to talk about things like astrological news, what's going on with the planets. And so, we just had a full moon on November 27th. This was like this past Monday, just a few days ago. So, and it was in the sign of Gemini. So, it didn't impact you much. For some people, it really does. For some, it doesn't. But the main thing with the full moon is that whatever you're doing, it expands it, it amplifies it. So, again, important to be aware of where you're vibrating at. What are you focusing on? Because that's what you're going to create. So, we're in the waning phase of the moon right now. We just finished up with that full moon. So, now it's integration, putting things back together, integrating what you've learned, wrapping projects up, harvesting the, what you planted and what's grown and is ready to be harvested. So that's the time of the waning phase of the moon. And the moon, whoops, will become new again on December 12th at 6:32 p.m. So we've got this 2-week cycle of integrating everything that we've learned, just harvesting those the things that we've grown during this full moon. And one thing I do want to let you be aware of is that Mercury Retrograde is coming, and that will run from December 13th to January 1st. So, if you are familiar with Mercury Retrograde, let me know in the comments. But Mercury Retrograde, let me give you a brief overview. So, the planet Mercury rules communication in all forms: listening, writing, reading, speaking, uh, and so on. So, all activities that have to do with communication is ruled by the planet Mercury. So, when it goes retrograde, which means from the perspective of the earth, it looks like it's going backwards. Well, when that happens, and it happens 3 to 4 times a year for a period of about 3 weeks, and it does seem to botch things up as far as computers or whatever. But the way I like to look at it is this is an energy, and the way to use this energy is to, number one, be aware of that it's happening. And so this is not a time to start new projects when you have a Mercury retrograde. This is when you want to wrap projects up. You want to tie up loose ends, any back burner projects, you want to complete those. You don't start new things during the Mercury retrograde. After Mercury goes direct, which would be January 1st, 2024, that's when you want to move forward with things. So this will be interesting how it affects our holiday season because it's right smack dab in the middle of it. So I kind of would expect that it might mess up travel plans or shipments and things like that. So, my advice, if you're going to be sending presents anywhere, try to do it before December 13th to avoid the Mercury retrograde. Also, don't sign any contracts during Mercury retrograde, not advised. Because what ends up unless you want to redo something, there's a good chance that anything that you start new during a Mercury retrograde, you're going to end up having to redo. So that's just how the energy works. And for as long as astrologers have been following it, this is the advice that they have for it. So just be aware of that it's coming up and to make plans accordingly. So, time for our Oracle of the Month. And I'm pushing the wrong buttons here. Here we go, the Oracle of the Month. So, the Oracle of the Month that we've been working with are these Moonology Messages Oracle by Yasmin Boland. And so interesting that my green screen picks up everything that's green and dissolves it into the background. So, let's see what message spirit has for us today. Whatever that may be. We're finishing up with the Thanksgiving holiday. I hope you had a good Thanksgiving. I did. It was very, very busy. Lots going on. Um, but now we're kind of getting ready for the rest of the holidays. So, what message does Spirit have for us today? Okay. And the card I've got is Moonlight Enchanted. And this is what the card looks like. So, let me find that in her little booklet. Moonlight 68. Okay. So, this is what the card Moonlight is all about. There is something magical and enchanted about moonlight. Whatever it touches turns a beautiful, creamy silver. Something is doing this in your life now or is about to. Life is all about cycles, as is astrology and moonology. Right now, you're about to move into a more enchanted time or cycle in your life, if you believe. Whatever you're wishing for can come true because you're starting to believe again, perhaps after a rough time. This card reminds you to focus on the good while you process the difficult. If you can't feel the magic in your life, take support from a daily practice of just breathing out with the intention of breathing out stress through cleansing breaths. It might be dark now, but there is moonlight at the end of the tunnel. So keep the faith and see the world through kind eyes. If you affirm that something is too good to be true, you might make it so. So instead, believe that life can be magical for you, and it can be. Some additional meanings for this card is smile more, trust the process, get in touch with your inner child, believe it and achieve it, and expect good things. And about the symbol, we're taught to fear the dark, but the moonlight of a full moon shows us there is less to fear and more to be grateful for. No darkness, no moonlight. So true. So that is the card Enchanted. And, the way I relate to it as we're getting into the holiday season, to me, this is a very magical time, or it can be. There have been some years where it wasn't so magical. I kind of lost the quote spirit of Christmas, which to me is about love and giving and light and all those concepts. And it's not just the Christian religion, but other religions that follow the cycles of the moon, the cycles of the sun, because on the winter solstice, that's when it's the shortest day and the longest night. And so our whole environment, it's all about cycles and being the more we can be in tune with these cycles, the better we can adapt, the better we can be in sync with the universe, the better we flow with things, the easier things come to us. It's just so important. So, perhaps look at this time as not being a stressful time, but look for the enchantedness in the holiday season, and look for the love and the magic and all of the things that happen because it's all there. We just have to be open to it because what we look for is what we'll find. Isn't that a saying in the Bible? Ask and it is given. What we focus on, we will get and bring more into our lives. So that's why it's so important to bring these things into our lives and to be aware of what we're thinking. So that is the Oracle message for today. All right. So I want to share with you the Food for Health Masterclass. I am in an affiliate, or I am an affiliate with the Food Revolution Network that Ocean Robbins and John Robbins had started and have had for quite a while to help people learn the benefits of eating whole food plant based. And he's got this cool free master class, and I'm going to show you a little clip um, from it, and then I'll give you the link to the master class that is totally free, where you can learn about the food revolution. Here is John Robbins.
Is your greatest wealth.
I'm going to start over.
Health is your greatest wealth. One of the biggest misconceptions that I hear all the time when people hear about what I do is they think that health is somehow preset, that their genetics determine their destiny, and that as they get older, their body's going to break down inevitably. If cancer or heart disease or Alzheimer's or obesity run in the family, there's not much anyone can do about it. And we found that that is absolutely not true. The truth is that your body was meant to thrive. Your body has an exquisite capacity to restore, to regenerate, to heal, and to thrive. The latest science is saying that with neurogenesis and epigenetics, you can grow in strength, in mental clarity, and in vitality with every year that goes by. You can actually create new brain cells and stronger bones and muscles and do things that are absolutely extraordinary. We just weren't taught how. We were taught that we aren't good enough and can't do it. If anything, we were taught a lie that somehow these things are limited and fixed and there's nothing you can do about it. So I have a question for you. If you could have any health shift in the world, what would it be? Would you reverse a painful condition or enjoy more vibrant energy all day long? Would your back stop aching? Would you sleep better? Would you have a more fulfilling sex life? Would your brain be clearer so that you could learn faster and be more creative? There's an old saying that a person with their health has 1,000 dreams, but a person without it has only one, which of course is to get it back. So I want you to imagine for a moment what your health is worth to you and what it means to everything that's important in your life. My goal and my mission in life is showing people how to make food choices that will improve their health, uplift their spirits, and contribute to a healthier planet. And I want to end the trance that it's not possible. End the trance that says you're not good enough. End the trance that says you can't do it. And really show you the truth, which is that you can.
So that's the Food for Health Masterclass. And here is the link. So it's a tinyurl.com/, capital G, capital V, capital T, capital V for Good Vibes TV. Then in lowercase food, the number 4, and then health. So GVTV Food for Health is the tiny URL link that'll get you directly to the free master class. And check it out. See what you think. They'll tell you more about some special program that they have if you want to get involved with the Food Revolution Network and learn, really how to delve into whole food, plant-based living. So that option is there. But learn what you can and apply what you can because it is so important. Our health is like the basic core thing that we have, right? Over even wealth. So I want to let you see that and tell you about that. Now I'm still reading the book by um, Limitless Expanded by Jim Quick. And I have some notes for you, but I'm not going to do that right now. Next week, I'll give you a little bit more of a report on what's been going on with that book, but it's very, very good. And again, the Oracle book, the let's see, the Oracle book, any of the things that I tell you about, you can just go to my Amazon store, which is at good-vibes.tv. You'll see, shop my Amazon store, and you can actually get that, whatever book that I feature, everything is there. So please feel free to check that out because some of these books and stuff would be really great gifts for friends and family. All right, so season 3 continues. I just finished my last interview with Susie Finley, a sound therapist. But before that, I actually interviewed another sound therapist, Diane Alexander. So those 2 episodes will be coming up. I am dropping the Good Vibes TV episodes every 2 weeks. So every other Sunday is when it'll premiere. So the next one will premiere next Sunday. I think it's December 10th with Diana Alexander. And the episode that's out now is Howard Brown, who's a survivorship coach. He had cancer twice in his life and used the traditional means to overcome it. And just really has a great story of overcoming. And he loves to help other people get through that tough time as well. So check out that episode. It's on good-vibes.tv, and you can check it out there. All right. So every week I like to give you a tip. And since this is the month of gratitude, last week's tip was to write a list of the people that you're grateful for. So did you do this? I thought it would be kind of appropriate to do around Thanksgiving because we're usually around the people that we love around Thanksgiving that we appreciate. And so did you write a list of the people that you're grateful for? And then you're also supposed to write like notes about what it is that you're grateful for about just some notes. Now, this week's tip is to write a letter of gratitude to those people. And so when you write that letter of gratitude, you could decide to give it to them or not. You can just keep it. You could burn it, and kind of set the intention out there. And it could be a person that has passed on already. So in that case, you wouldn't have the opportunity to really send it to them, but you could burn it with the intention of sending it to them that way. So, try it this week. Of the list of people that you're grateful for, actually write them a letter of gratitude and see how that changes your vibration because gratitude is one of the highest vibrations that we can feel. Okay. So, if you got some value out of this episode, I know it's a little short today, um, but please like, share, and subscribe. Share it out, let other people know so that we can help everyone to raise their vibration. And if you haven't already, grab my free PDF called 11 Ways to Raise Your Vibe. And the way you do that is just go to good-vibes.tv and you will see it there. Just click on it, you'll get on my mailing list and get tapped into all of the offerings that we have. So if you have any comments, please share them. If you have any questions, please share them. I appreciate you watching. And so, my friends, this brings our episode to a close. I know it was a little short today. Sorry about that. Next time, I'll bring you more about Jim Quick's book. But it's been a wonderful time to see you again, and hopefully encourage you to raise your vibration so you can thrive. All right. So have a wonderful week, and I will see you next time. Same bat channel, same bat station, same bat time. All right. Have a wonderful day. Take care, everyone.